Trading is really freaking hard. I've been trading in the Forex market for over 18 years, and I realize that the traders that are still in this game, they have been trading for at least 10 years. Does it really take 10 years to have a chance at even becoming a profitable trader in this market? It just seems so ridiculous. And so that's something that I saw 8 years ago. And I started developing my own trading techniques and algorithms because I couldn't trust anybody else, because there was so much misleading and garbage out there, scams, that I had to basically go on my own road. And so that's why 8 years ago, I started developing trading ideas that could give me an edge, that could incorporate new innovative ideas that were approaching the market in a different way that the majority wasn't doing. It took me a long time to get to the point where I was able to trade full time, which I'm doing now. But it was not an easy road. And 250 algorithms later, I've gotten to that point where I can say that I'm comfortable where I am. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my Powerhouse algorithm. This is what I think to be a pretty big leap in my development as a trader. It incorporates 4 trading strategies into one piece of software. These 4 strategies, I'm able to minimize each strategy's risk and potential exposure because they're working together as a whole. And this is an idea that not many people are using. It's a new approach because most people think, I just need one good strategy to become a long-term profitable trader. It's not that easy. Most people that are trading like that are going to fall flat on their face because they're putting too many eggs into one basket, is the saying, right? So let's talk about multiple trading strategies on one account and how to minimize the risk and exposure of each of these trading strategies to give you a better potential at long-term profit by minimizing the drawdown or potential loss and pushing the profit to a reasonable level that is meaningful. The Powerhouse incorporates the auto trading portion of all of my best trading algorithms over the last 8 years. So that includes the Comeback Kid, the Ranger, the Vigorous algorithm, and the Gopher Scalper EA. So you can see the results over the last month since December 14th, 2021. This is a demo account. I'm in the testing phase, making sure that everything is functioning correctly before this algorithm is released to the public. So you can see this week we've had almost a 0.5% profit, and it's only Thursday. So we still have another 24 to 48 hours of trading left to see how the algorithm continues to do. I expect the profit to be anywhere from 6 to 10% a month using a starting balance of about around 5,000. Now I'll get into the starting balance later on and why that's a little bit on the higher side, but I want to talk to you guys about using multiple strategies on the same account. So this is something that's not new to me. I've been doing this for the last many months now. So this is an idea that I've been brainstorming and trying to incorporate into my trading for quite some time because I find it to be very effective. So the Ranger and the Comeback Kid on the same account here, the Ranger and Vigorous algorithms on this account, and you can see the Vigorous has been running by itself for the last over a year on this account right here. So I also have a couple of manual trading accounts with the help of the algorithm from the Comeback Kid with 30,000 and over 100,000 on this one right here at Awanda. So the Powerhouse is basically an all-in-one. It's a very easy to understand, straightforward kind of approach to all of my algorithms that I've created. Here are some of the initial benefits to using the Powerhouse EA. So as you know, the 4 successful strategies on one EA. So the Comeback Kid, the Ranger, the Vigorous, and the Gopher. So the Comeback Kid trades on 7 different pairs, the Ranger on 2 different pairs, the Vigorous on 1 pair, and the Gopher on 3 pairs. So that's 13 pairs altogether. The estimated profit is 6 to 10% a month on a $5,000 starting balance using the default settings of the Powerhouse EA. So the reason why we say that we need to start with a $5,000 balance is because we're using 4 different strategies on one account. We want to make sure that the balance is large enough to accommodate these 4 different strategies in one place. So the maximum drawdown potential is 38% with this $5,000 starting balance. And the reason why this 38% is what I'm marking and showing you guys, because this is the honest truth, is that I've been doing long-term backtests with all my strategies to make sure that they show good long-term potential. It's important that a strategy can run back as far as data can really give us to so we can feel more comfortable about using the strategy and its profit in the future. The more data that we can have our strategy trade profitably, the better its chances at adapting into future data. So the 6 to 10% a month on a $5,000 balance is really quite high. But if we want to increase our balance to $10,000, that is a starting balance of $10,000, it's important to minimize your risk even further. The higher your balance, the lower your risk should be in trading in general. So a 3 to 6% profit, monthly profit, is 50% less than the $5,000 balance. But we also minimize the maximum drawdown by 50% as well. So that's 19% overall potential drawdown using the Powerhouse EA. So that's where my sweet spot is. I'm going to be using this, the 3 to 6% a month on a 10K account, because if you look at a compounding calculator, you'll see that 6% a month over the course of 7 years turns a $10,000 balance into over 1.3 million. So that's ridiculous. So if you think that 3 to 6% a month is not very good, you're being crazy. You just need a little bit of patience, and a 10K account can grow into some pretty massive wealth. So the estimated drawdown that I've talked about above, the 19 and the 38%, is likely going to be lower because all of these strategies, these 4 strategies, can cross-pair take profit, which is an idea that a lot of you maybe haven't heard of before. So since the Comeback Kid trades on 7 different pairs, it's able to work together with these pairs when profit target is met. So for example, let's say that we have 2 trades in on the Euro US dollar and 2 trades in on the Aussie US dollar. And once our percentage take profit is met, all trades on both pairs are closed out. I have done a lot of research on this topic on cross-pair take profit, and I do think that the potential for it lowering drawdown is very high because trades are closing out at a faster pace. Okay, so we're working with 2 scalping EAs in the Powerhouse EA. So a trend trading strategy, which is the Comeback Kid, the Ranger, which is a range trading strategy, the Vigorous is a scalper on the Euro US dollar, and the Gopher EA is a scalper on the Euro US dollar, USD Japanese yen, and also on the Pound US dollar. So the 2 scalping algorithms are going to be able to cross pair take profit. So they can do this individually, and we're working on cross strategy take profit as well with the 2 scalping algorithms. And this is something that we're going to try to incorporate within the whole entire Powerhouse altogether in the future release. But the 2 scalping algorithms may be able to cross strategy take profit. So I've talked to you about cross pair take profit. What does cross strategy take profit mean? That means that we can utilize a take profit based on 2 different strategies. So when 2 algorithms hit a take profit point of, say, a percentage, they can speak together and close out the trades at the same time, or all trades available on those 2 strategies. So it's quite a bit different than cross pair, because that means cross pair is when we're just dealing with multiple pairs in one strategy. Cross strategy is when we're dealing with multiple pairs on multiple different strategies. It's a technology that is tricky. It's definitely tricky, but it's something that we're going to be trying to do with our 2 scalping EAs, the Gopher and the Vigorous. Okay, so we're going to be utilizing some easy to understand manuals, settings, and inputs. So, and these I'm going to be showing you in just a second. So I wanted to make a quick edit and talk about the portion of the slide that I just added, which is the strategy profit. So these are the estimated profit amounts for each strategy individually. So the comeback kit is the trend trading strategy, which ranges from 1 to 3% each month. This strategy depends on a trending market. So if there's ranging going on in the market or it's flat, then the profit will likely be lower. So 1 to 3% is the estimated, and we'll be turning down the initial standalone risk of the comeback kit to minimize the potential exposure across the 4 strategies. So that's why the range is 1 to 3%. Ranger EA is 2 to 3%. This will also be turned down from its standalone version to accommodate the 4 algorithms in the Powerhouse as well. We're looking at a profit of 2 to 3% on this one. And the Vigorous and Gopher will be used as standard. So these will be their standalone risk profiles will be added to the Powerhouse, and that's why we're seeing a profit of 1 to 2% in the Gopher 1 to 2%. We'll probably be closer on the 2% side of these 2 algorithms, and they don't use a lot of balance and leverage because they are in and out of trades quickly. Sometimes they will increase their use of leverage and balance over time, but it will be something that's a little bit more rare since they're in and out of trades quickly. The Powerhouse algorithm will only be released for MetaTrader 5 since MetaTrader 4 isn't capable of this kind of technology. Helpful installation videos are going to be incorporated in the Powerhouse as well, so people are not confused. The leverage recommendation is 200 to 1. So I'm going to exit the slideshow here and show you a little bit of what the Gopher algorithm looks like on charts. So you can see that this is a long-term backtest. Currently on the date of 2011, the backtest is still going. I paused it, but I want to show you a little bit of what the strategy looks like. You can see the trades, they're probably pretty small, going in and out of the market. Here's a sell trade, here's another sell trade. You can see the trend is down, and we're entering the market with the trend, taking quick, easy trades in and out, okay? So that is the Gopher strategy up close, and I want to show you some of the settings of what the actual Powerhouse looks like. And these are some of the settings. So you see that there's going to be a license key at the top that you'll put in, and this is for myself as well, and then a magic number. You'll also see a drop-down menu of the strategies that are being used. The Gopher is going to be added a little bit later on, but we currently have the CBK, Vigorous, Ranger, and the Ranger, 2 of the Ranger, Odd CAD, and Pound CAD as well. So there's only minimal settings. If any of you know the comeback kit, you'll see that I had 90 settings, 90 inputs that could be changed in that algorithm. Now we're going to be working with minimal settings that are easy to change and easy to understand, and I'm going to be making a video explaining each setting and what it does and how you should be using it. There'll be presets available, an installation of how to install the presets. Everything will be video explained so you guys can see everything visually and understand it as best as possible. We need things to be easier in trading. That's just how I see it. And I want this Powerhouse EA to be your go-to because it's mine. All right? Thanks so much, everybody. I'll catch you on the next one.